Good morning, children. Today, in this class, I will revise the topic agriculture. Previous classes we have discussed about agriculture, what is agriculture, the definition of agriculture, how important the agriculture, and while contributing agriculture, what are the methods we apply? What are the different methods we'll use for the cultivation of agriculture? That is primitive substensive farming, intensive substensive farming, mixed farming. These are the various methods we have discussed, children. Now coming to when you take about the crops, agriculture crops, these crops can be classified based on the climatic conditions, based on the geographical conditions across the country, when, how, depend upon monsoon, climatic conditions, we can classify these crops into three types. That is Kharif crops, Rabi crops and Zaid crops. So there are the three types of crops. They are classified as per the climatic conditions. I given examples of Kharif crops. Normally, Kharif crops can be cultivated along with the monsoons, along with the monsoon season. That is month of June, July, August. Clear? The examples for these Kharif crops, we take rice, paddy. One of the finest example for the Kharif crop, and followed by millets. These are the coarse grains, rain-fed crops, less fertile soil and moderate climate and less moisture is required for their growth. Therefore, these millets we call as rain-fed crops and coarse grains, followed by cotton, jute, soybean, gram, groundnut. These are all the examples for Kharif crops. These are all the examples for Kharif crops. And second type is that is Rabi crop. As you know, Rabi crops cultivated during winter season. As you know, children, winter season normally starts from October, November, December. Even it ends January, November, December, and so these are the 3 months. So during this season, winter season, October, November, December, even January, with the coldest month. So in this month, the following crops cultivated. Number 1 is wheat, barley, gram, mustard are the finest examples for Rabi crops. Wheat, even though it is a food crop, but it is a Rabi crop. It is a Rabi crop. It will be grown in winter season. Why particularly winter season? Because winter season, we find certain climatic conditions like bright sunshine. During winter season, the temperature must be average, moderate. It's not more, not less. Right? Wheat requires always a bright sunshine, approximately 15 degrees centigrade. 15 degrees centigrade of temperature is required. The amount of rainfall is 50 to 75 centimeters. 50 to 75 centimeters, yes. Moderate rainfall. So it is just bright sunshine, moderate rainfall, and the soil is well-drained fertile soil. Well-drained fertile soil is required for the crop like wheat. So these are the climatic conditions required for wheat. So examples for Rabi crops are wheat, gram, barley, and mustard. So all these crops cultivated during the winter season or Rabi season, we can say. Children, third one is that is Zaid crops. These crops cultivated generally after end of the winter season, before commencing of the summer season. There is a wide gap between after winter and before commencing the summer season. So that is the period. So we find suitable climatic conditions for cultivation of the crops like fruits and vegetables. When you talk about fruits, you can take examples for the Zaid crops. First one is cucumber, watermelon and muskmelon. Watermelon, muskmelon and cucumber are the finest examples for Zaid crops. Normally these crops cultivated after winter or before commencing of summer season. So this is how crops classified into three types: Kharif, Rabi and Zaid crops. In our textbook they have not given, they are taken only generally. Just for information I am giving. Now we will take the major crops. Yes. The major crops. What are the climatic conditions needed in a particular crop, and which are all the countries leading producer of crops in the world markets? We discussed earlier, but however I will give you rice. Rice is the staple food crop of India, not only India, the most important food crop worldwide. And China is the leading producer of rice in the world markets. China is the leading producer of rice in the world, and India stands second position. India stood in the second position. So this rice requires warm temperature. That is, temperature must be very, very high. The temperature must be very high. That is 25 degrees centigrade. The rainfall must be 100 to 150 centimeters. The rainfall must be 100 centimeters to 150 centimeters required for rice. And soil, type of soil is alluvial soil. Type of soil is alluvial. A-L-L-U-V-A-L, alluvial soil. So the three climatic conditions required for rice. Rice is staple food crop of India. It requires very high temperature, around 25 degrees centigrade. Rainfall must be 100 centimeters to 150 centimeters, almost nearly 200 centimeters, and the soil is alluvial soil. The best suitable climatic conditions for rice. Rice growing countries in the world markets. Rice growing countries in the world. The first one is China. Second, India. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Russia. Most of the developing countries are highly producing of rice in the world markets. First question goes to China. Second is India. Second one is wheat. Wheat is not a kharif crop here. Even though wheat is a food crop, in India, wheat is considered as a rabi crop because it cultivates during winter season. Wheat is a rabi crop. So this crop requires, as we discussed, the climatic conditions. The following climatic conditions required for cultivation of wheat. The temperature must be 15 degrees centigrade. The temperature must be 15 degrees centigrade. The rainfall must be 50 to 75 centimeters. Rainfall must be 50 to 75 centimeters, and soil well-drained fertile soil. Well-drained fertile soil. These are the climatic conditions badly required for cultivation of wheat. If we see this wheat, at particular in India, there are three important wheat growing zones in the country. There are two important wheat growing zones. One is Delta, Ganga Brahmaputra deltas. Ganga Satluj basin, and second one is around the plains of Deccan. These are the two areas where wheat can grow more in India. If you see in the world markets, USA, the leading producer of wheat in the world markets. United States of America is the leading producer of wheat in the world markets. Second one is India, followed by Russia, Germany, these countries. So wheat and rice are the most important staple food crop of India. Whereas rice is a kharif crop, whereas wheat is a rabi crop. Kharif, rabi. You should know about examples, which are all the kharif crops. So we have to make a list, children. And we have to make a list of all the rabi crops and all the plantation crops, all the fiber crops. So therefore, if we compare, we understand what are kharif crops, what are rabi crops, what are zaid crops, what are plantation crops, what are mixed crops, what are horticulture. When you take about farming, as you know, different farming, other than the methods, agriculture is a farming, pisciculture is a farming, horticulture is a farming, viticulture is a farming. So there are different types of farming. All these farmings done basically for the sake of our own consumption as well as for the sake of commercialized, for the sake of commercial. Different types of farmings. Then after the rice and wheat, now as we discussed, take cotton and jute are the important fiber crops. Important fiber crops, cotton. Cotton and jute requires very high temperatures, moderate rainfall, and black soil. Black soil is needed for these crops like cotton and jute. When you take jute, is considered as a golden fiber. Jute is considered as a golden fiber because it requires black soils, high temperatures, moderate, and gives lot of advantages. Jute can be used for preparation of various things like mats, ropes, bags, gunny bags, very different type of mats, variety of mats. Bags also can be manufactured. Best example is our storage bags, gunny bags. There are so many uses, merits of jute. So here jute, if we take the world countries, Bangladesh is #1 country. Bangladesh is the leading producer of jute in the world markets. As for the India is concerned, 5th position. India is producing jute in the world, it stood almost on 5th rank. Whereas Bangladesh is #1. Bangladesh is the leading producer of jute. So cotton and jute are the best examples for fiber crops. They are given here. Examples here. Fiber crops is golden fiber refers to A is tea, B is cotton, and C is jute. The right answer is jute. Right answer is jute. So these are the various important crops. This is about rice, wheat, cotton, jute, etc. And farming as usual, different. Farming in India, as you know, we have been practicing by using the old methods, old tools, not utilizing the fertilizers. Okay, so therefore ultimately the production is low. Whereas the developed countries like United States of America, they used to cultivate huge farms, variety of crops. Huge farms cultivated the single plantation, either it is coconut, banana, sugarcane, rubber, etc. And cultivates with the high technology by using of fertilizers and chemicals. So therefore, they produce more. Ultimately, they get more income. That is only the difference between large farms and small farms. We are Indians, maximum people we are having small holdings of land because we have been carrying on this land from the ancestors. Whereas here, there is a vast lands you can find the countries like African countries, North America, Africa, South America. Most lands can be cleared by the forest, and cultivation is carrying on. That's how the agriculture is increasing. Degradation of land by one is agriculture, second one is industries, third one is transportation, and fourth one is monsoons. Of course, there are the different factors. So agriculture is one of the factors. So this is how agriculture is carrying on in the United States of America. Large farms. This is the topic, children. So we are comparing the farming in India with America. Now you see already we have discussed about here various exercises given here. What is agriculture? Name the factors influencing agriculture. Shifting and cultivation. What are its advantages? What is plantation agriculture? And name the fiber crops and name the factors which are required for their growth. Now the various questions already I dictated. Please try to attempt it. Please learn. So therefore it will be very easy for you. You have to update all this every day. COVID-19 simply don't waste the time by sitting in the house. Go to the videos, make a rough notes. What is this? Open the net and refer what is going on. So that will be very easy and you can get the knowledge. And same time here they given some of the multiple choice here also. Multiple choice. One is horticulture means growing of fruits and vegetables, primary activities, and growing of wheat. Which is the right answer, children? So horticulture means cultivation of fruits and vegetables. Growing of fruits and vegetables is the right answer. Growing of fruits and vegetables is the right answer for horticulture. Second MCQ is golden fiber refers to. Golden fiber refers to A. Tea, B. Cotton, and C. Jute. So here the right answer is jute. Yeah, the golden fiber refers to jute. And third one is leading producer of coffee. Leading producer of coffee is A. Brazil, B. India, and third one is Russia. The three countries given, multiple choice. The leading producer of coffee is, one is Brazil, second one is India, and third one is Russia. So which is the right answer? The right answer is Brazil. Brazil is the right answer. You know, multiple choice one. And last one is, that is exercise, that is differences between. Children, already we have discussed in previous class. I dictated question answers. Once again, I am telling you difference between primary activities and tertiary activities. And the second one is subsistence farming and intensive farming. Differences between subsistence farming and intensive farming. There's two differences given. Please try to attempt it. If you have any problem, please welcome. Don't keep quiet, or even if you contact by phone or WhatsApp, ready to discuss. If you are finding any difficulty, otherwise I hope you understand anything. Everybody has understood and we're able to write this exercises, the question answers, multiple choice, and the last one is this. This is for your homework. Please try to do the homework regularly. So it will be helpful for your coming test, class test as well as periodic test. The moment you come back from home, my dear children, immediately we are going to conduct the periodic test. So therefore you have to be ready. Don't neglect the studies. Don't neglect your curriculum. Don't neglect your curriculum. Immediately we are going to conduct the class test as well as periodic test as and when you come back from your home. So therefore you have to be continue with this. You have to be continue with the writing notes. Writing notes. Be regular. Okay, thank you.